Charles, thank you. In new tonight, lawmakers are expressing frustration toward the Indiana Secretary of State. He visited India in the middle of budget deliberations.
As CBS 4 State House reporter Hannah Adamson explains, lawmakers and the governor are questioning whether the secretary should have made that trip.
Indiana Secretary of State Diego Morales says his recent visit to India was a chance to deepen Indiana's diplomatic and economic reach. However, it has some lawmakers wondering if that visit was a potential overreach of the Secretary of State's office.
I do think that it was unjustified.
State Senator Fadi Kadura sits on the Appropriations Committee.
So where's the Secretary of State?
He's traveling today on an economic development project. I can't really tell you specifically at this minute.
He says he's disappointed an economic development trip to India kept Secretary of State Diego Morales from explaining how he intends to use millions of dollars in the next budget.
I firmly believe that the Secretary of State's position is not an economic development position.
The governor was unavailable for comment Monday. A spokesperson for the governor referred us to a previous statement where he said these types of visits abroad may not be under the jurisdiction of the Secretary of State's office.
It was surprising that the governor openly took him on, but there's a lot of tension about what he does with his time and what he does with our money.
In January, State Representative Ed Delaney questioned Morales during a House Ways and Means Committee meeting over nepotism concerns.
Did you hire one of your brother-in-laws for a newly created position and pay him more than $100,000?
I appreciate the question, sir.
You did, didn't you? You're not answering? You did do that, right?
I do have the best of the best in our office, and I'm proud to say.
He avoided me by sitting silent and refusing to answer. He avoided the Senate by going literally halfway around the world. Quite an interesting tactic. He's escalating. I don't know what he does next. He'd get on a spaceship.
We stopped by the Secretary of State's office Monday to see if he would answer our questions about his trip to India and any family members who may work for him.
I was wondering if the Secretary of State would be in.
We were told he was attending to business outside Marion County.
Okay.
A spokesperson tells us that no taxpayer dollars were used to fund his trip to India. Representative Delaney says he anticipates lawmakers could ultimately reduce funding for Morales' next budget.
I wouldn't be surprised to see that he gets put back to the kind of level of support he had a couple of years ago and gets asked to get back in his lane.
Reporting from the State House, I'm Hannah Adamson.